that's the one. I love when I gotta get the scale out. I love it. Holy crap. There's a good one. Right off the bat. Holy cow. It's a freaking good one, man. Right at the boat ramp. Look at that sucker, man. All right. Probably 2.5 pounds. Heck yeah. Oh man. All right, well, welcome back to another edition of Low IQ Fishing. I just caught that fish literally within sight of the ramp. It's about 50 yards. Flooded brush on spinnerbait, so oh man, it'd be awesome if I could keep this pattern going. But anyways, I'm on Lake Pomme de Terre, and I needed to replace the bunks on my trailer today, so I decided, well, I'll drive up here. Table Rock's flooded super bad. Bull Shoals like 30 foot high or something crazy. So Pomme took a lot of water, but it's in pretty good, really good shape. Maybe 3 or 4 foot high. So the bushes are all flooded. I'm gonna do a lot of pitching today. But anyway, so yeah, or maybe throw the spinnerbait. I cannot believe that. That was like 4 casts or something crazy, man. Like my heart is just beating like crazy. Some sucker looked like it was a 4-pounder when it jumped. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just going to junk fish around. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been up here, and I'm assuming I'm probably going to do quite a bit of just some pitch and some brush and stuff on some real steep banks. Hopefully I can get into a pretty good bite, throw the jig around a little bit, and maybe kind of start to cultivate me using the jig and getting a little bit better at it. But anyways, if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. Got some wakes coming in here, but yeah, consider subscribing, and if you like it, hit that like button. Comment if you're into commenting. We really enjoy the comments. It really helps push the algorithm, and we just like the interaction with people. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's fun. It's just it's finding people that have a common interest and just telling stories and just trying to enjoy the sport of fishing. So, but at any rate, I'm going to get back with the spinnerbait and see if I can't get a couple more bites. Follow along, and hopefully I can create a little content for you to enjoy. That's friggin' awesome. Didn't expect that at all. It just felt right. I looked at my chart back there, and it was deeper than I thought right on that point. And I thought, well, shoot, with 4 foot of water, and it's probably 12 foot right at the edge of them bushes. Man, he was right there. What makes that fish extra kind of special is I just, that was like my 4th or 5th cast on this Shimano 200 HG DC Curado. I finally broke down and threw the money at it for my spinnerbait setup, just because I throw a spinnerbait so much. And I literally chase the wind with it, and I get so sick and tired of just the constant backlashing. No matter how I set my reels, it's literally a continuous problem that I've just been dealing with for years. And I went fishing with Brian at Lake of the Ozarks a month or so ago, and we were in some really heavy wind, and I grabbed his rod and reel, and which incidentally is this is the rod I used. I bought it off him about 2 or 3 weeks later. And then I bought the exact reel that he had on it. I loved the rig so much, but yeah, just a 20-mile-an-hour wind. just, I don't even have to touch the spool with my thumb. Just hit, cast as hard as I want. It would not backlash. And right then and there, I mean, look. That's as bad as it gets, as light as I have it when they hit the water. I mean, that's absolutely freaking insane. When you're dealing with somebody like me that throws a spinnerbait, if you watch the channel, I throw the spinnerbait an absolute ton. And, man, you know, it's a love-hate relationship because I'm basically chasing the wind. I'm deliberately putting myself in a situation that's going to make it very difficult for me. And so now I think I kind of upgrade a little bit. And we'll see if I end up liking it a lot. So far, so good. Like I said, I've got it set at 2 right now. So according to the videos I watched on YouTube, when you're in the wind, click it down to 3 or 4, and it's basically a done deal. You lose distance, but at least you're not picking bird nests all day. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm really going to be targeting a very, very specific stretches of bank where I know that this flooded brush is as close to humanly possible as some fairly deep water. I'm not doing this going for miles, pitching with the boat in 5 foot of water and throwing up into 1 or 2. I just like, can you catch them that way? Probably, but I'm never gonna know. I'm gonna go right to where I know that those fish would normally be on the bank line at normal pool, where that bank line I know is already a deep bank to begin with. So anyways, that's the strategy I'm going to use today. We'll see if it pays off or not. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get into where it's very loggy. Lots and lots of logs. Got a little bit of a breeze. A little bit of a breeze. Little bit of a breeze. Will it be enough? There he is. Friggin' nice one. Alright. There he is. It's a freaking good one there. Caught it on my, if I can get it out of the net here. Probably won't be able to. It's usually the problem. Come on, baby. Come on out of there. Probably didn't need to put the net on that one, but that's at Rapala DT10 and hot mustard. I mean, that's just, this time of year, totally my go-to, period. So, caught a good one there. I'm gonna take a picture of that fish. Didn't take a picture of the last one. Do a clean release on that dude. Heck yeah. Okay. So, I've got a lot of new setups in the boat today. I just kind of finally came to terms with the fact that there's a couple of things that I like to do, and I need to have the equipment to do it, because I'm tired of just making do. I fish a lot, and I think it just warrants it. I'm just sick of just feeling like I'm not as successful as I should be, feeling like I'm around fish a lot of times, and I get the bite, I do everything right, and I lose them. Or I find them and I can't get to them because it's too windy, and I can't make the correct cast, or I can't make the distance of cast to be able to get the bait down low enough. Or it's always something. And finally, I'm just like, that's it. I'm taking some money and I'm buying some stuff. So, like I said earlier, I bought that Curado DC for my spinnerbait rod. I bought spinnerbait rod from Brian, and it's completely different. I mean, it's just like, that is why people have specific things, rods and reels and setups for specific tactics. And I've just always just been like, I just want to buy just good quality stuff, but just a one size fits all, and just you can't do it. So that was a really good example on that fish. I changed the back hook out to a KVD triple grip. I talk about them a lot in the videos, a size 6. One hook was stuck in the nose of that fish, and he should have threw that. He probably would have, but and you know, I mean, time will tell, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on the reel. I just spent a bunch of money on a rod and reel with the Curado. That was a pretty expensive deal for me. But so I went and I bought a Lew's KVD CC2. It's a composite rod, so it's graphite and fiberglass from my understanding. It doesn't feel super good. It's a little heavy. The reel handle's a little bit shorter than I'd like, but for $109 on Amazon shipped to my door, to have the ability to maybe not lose as many fish. I mean, if I boat 20% more, it'd be a success. The last time I was out here, I made 7 or 8 casts, lost 6 fish and like 8 casts right here where the boat's sitting. It's just frustrating, you know, just 7-foot medium heavy. Yeah, well, when the boat's moving towards the fish and you have mono and they're green as hell and just fighting like crazy, and you have too many, and you have, you know, all the stretch in the line, and it's just there's too many things going wrong all at once, you're gonna lose them. And I thought, I got to start putting things in my advantage. So I switched this rod. So far, that freaked me out. This rod's so soft, that fish felt like a 3 or 4 pounder. I mean, I could not believe that. The spinnerbait rod's really soft too. I'm used to medium heavies basically for everything. So when you hook anything on this stuff now, it's like, holy crap, it's a giant. So that'll take some getting used to. I'll definitely be big eyeing some stuff. But yeah, so KVD Lew's CC2. This one is 7-foot power medium action moderate. There's a YouTube channel I follow, is Fish 30, David McCormick, and I actually messaged him and asked him what rods he was using, and I believe he told me a year or so ago it was KVD CC2s, and I thought, if it's good enough for David McCormick, it's good enough for me. So, because that dude is a flat out stick. So yeah, you know, it's just pretty cool. I boated that fish. I changed the hooks out. That probably helped me, and I think I had the right rod. I mean, just pretty awesome. I can get around the fish. It's just getting them in the boat for me has just been really difficult and very frustrating. So far, all the new stuff I have in the boat has worked very nicely. One big one on a spinnerbait, and a real nice, you know, that was probably like a 17, 18-inch fish. So here we go. Enough talk. Let's see if there's another one in there. That was freaking awesome. Ooh, there he is. Got him. There was 2. Alright. Much smaller version. Okay. A real small little spotted bass. Let's see what else is lurking in this pocket. Just pulled over a log or something right when that fish hit. Right now I'm just doing that channel swing. I know the channel's about 2 boat lengths away. It's 20 foot of water. This is a bank that you'll see in the videos I run all the time. I run in the wintertime with a jerk bait. This is just a go get bit, and then kind of just try to build on a pattern after this, because I don't think I've ever fished this and not got bit. So I'm just basically, I'm looking at my graph, and I don't even have my navigation turned on here because I just have fished it enough. But I'm keeping the boat in 13 foot of water, you know, which is going to be right around the max depth of this. And I'm just reeling pretty freaking fast. I don't remember what gear ratio this one is. I think I'm pretty sure it's an 8. But that's just a cheap pro qualifier from Bass Pro. But and I'm just cranking fast and just trying to get down to the bottom and make contact as soon as possible. So I'm only fishing the edge. I'm not casting up towards the bank at all. This It's just I'm targeting fish that are holding right on the ledge with this crankbait. See if we can't get this one, bro. Yep, every time I get around a pocket. Come on, baby. There we go. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Oh, stop it. There's a lot of this going on. This kind of whited out by the sun, but you can see here just one hook out on the outside of the mouth. There's a lot of that. That's one reason why I'm having a lot of trouble keeping the fish on these. When you use a crankbait, you're going to lose fish. I mean, if you don't like losing fish, you better find another way of doing it. So, heck yeah. Nice one. Every time I get around a pocket. Right. Right in the corner, right how you want it. Alright. Heck yeah. Caught me one on a jig finally. Pretty decent one, keeper. Heck yeah, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I'll get a couple of bites. Right, awesome. It felt good just to finally have some success on it. I want to do it, but man, I just struggle. So, okay, good fish there. Nice. I'll try to jump back in the boat. Hopefully that yellow caught that, Isaac. Throwing a jig has just always not been my thing. But I want it to be part of my thing. Or I just, you know. The other thing is when everything's on camera all the time, it's like almost embarrassing how much I set the hook. I don't know what else to do. It feels like a fish. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna smoke that damn thing. That one was a thunk and he swam off with it. That was undeniable. But I think there's other times very subtle bite that I'm just not familiar with. I think I really struggle with that. Kind of explain the tackle I'm using. And of course, like I just explained, I'm no expert by any means. What are we doing here? Come on this way, maybe. There we go. There we go. I'm throwing a. Matter of fact, I think I have one right here. It's called John's Custom Jigs. That's the living rubber, and this is the brush, pumpkin, and green pumpkin, and something else. Basically like a PB&J in ½ ounce. There's that. Throwing that. I get them at Modern Tackle in Nixon, Missouri. I wonder what that is. Pumpkin and purple? Kind of weird, but anyways, I'm pairing it with a Big Bite Baits 3-inch Rojas Fighting Frog in Vegas Flash. That's what I'm using there. Vegas Flash. That's pretty much what it looks like. see if I can't catch another one. I went to Modern Tackle and just straight up told the guy, I don't know nothing. I think it's the owner. He's like, okay. Walked over there, you want this? He walked over to the trailers. He said, you want this trailer paired with it? Kind of asked me what, I was going to be fishing. And this one here is it's not a football jig, it's a structure jig. Seems to not get hung up too bad in the rocks at all. But anyways, I just straight up told the guy, I don't know nothing. So, will you help me? Yep. Picked everything out, and so far I've caught quite a few fish over the last month or so, messing around with it. It's been pretty cool. Go back in there and got it. All right. Little Pomme special, nothing too crazy. I threw in there and he kind of went tip, 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 and I missed him. I threw right back in there, and when he did it again, I was more prepared. All right. Little tinker. Wait the jig. Boy, you make that super shallow. Super shallow. Little one. I might be starting to figure a little something out. God, just starting kind of doing something. You gotta just get some bites to even know what the heck is going on. That one there, it just didn't quite feel right. I think I'm starting to kind of figure out it's not always just a thunk like I just expect. Better than the last couple. All right. Heck yeah. Starting to kind of figure a little something out. Heck yeah. Nice looking largemouth. Just standard procedure. Super healthy bass in Pomme de Terre. Been sore looking, it looks like before. All right, buddy. Thank you. That's the best one of the day right there. Stay down, stay down, stay down. Stay down. That's the best one of the day on the jig so far. Threw right back in there and smoked it. Oh man. All right, it's a freaking nice one. Heck yeah. God, they're great looking up here. So good colored. Man, I threw in there. I was pulling through a limb, thunk, missed him. Threw right back in there. He grabbed it, swam, freaking missed him again, threw back in a third time. He choked it that time. All right, awesome. Heck yeah. Might take a picture of that one too. Taking very many pictures today. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't been here very long.
Yeah. I've seen quite a bit suspended, especially kind of around that cut right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too, man. Pretty nice Kentucky. I can't believe all the second chances I've been getting today. It's freaking unless there's just multiple fish in each spot. I don't know, that could be, but all right. Pretty decent little Kentucky as far as spots go. Boy's been eating. Big old full belly. Okay. Man, I can't believe all the second chances I'm getting. It's crazy. I mean, just like, you miss them, just fire right back in there, and I mean, the exact same spot, they do the exact same thing. It's wild. I think you could safely say that I have a pattern. Finally. Boy, I struggled around this morning. I caught fish, but I kept just trying to beat a dead dog on that. You should be able to on that DT and hot mustard do really good, but another nice, just probably 14.5-inch fish, somewhere right in there. I thought that freaking crankbait would do it, but after, I don't know. I had to put bunks on my trailer. I had a bunk that was broke, so I didn't get out on the water until probably 7. And I think I finally just told myself the last spot I was in, you're gonna grab the jig, and you're not gonna put it down until you go home. Because I just felt like that was my best bet. And sure glad I did. I just resisted it all morning because, man, I just love catching them cranking. It's just fast. But and you could, if I never put the crankbait down, I would have caught one here or there, but that, I mean, hardly a pattern when you're going 30-40 minutes in between bites. I mean, it's a pattern, but I mean, is it something you want to do? Bomb, cast, reeling. I mean, when I'm doing the crankbait bite this time of year, I'm cranking that thing wide, as fast as my hand can turn. I want it to get down there and hit the bottom. It's kind of exhausting when you're not having much success. An hour goes by, another hour, and you catch 2 or 3 in a row, and it kind of, gets you fired up again. But that deep cranking, I mean, they call it deep cranking. I don't really consider that deep, 10 foot, 10, 12 foot. That is exhausting. I mean, they're not really eating it. I mean, you start thinking to yourself, shoot, I could just throw a jig around, and it's not exhausting at all. That's exactly what I did today. Stay on, sucker. Yeah, they seem to have moved out a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. Another little dinker. Mess around and catch this one. that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Holy crap. That's the one. That's the one you're looking for. That's the one you're looking for. I had that sucker hung right in the top of the mouth. That's the one you're looking for. Holy crap, hell yeah. We're gonna put the scale on this one. Choke that thing, I mean right on this point. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it come up and made that first jump, man. It looked like a 5-pounder. This is like 4'4". Holy cow. 413. That's it. I don't know if you can make that out or not. Probably so. Don't make a hell yeah. That's a freaking hammer right there. I mean, damn gone. Alright. Fish has been out of the water for about a minute. Oh yeah, baby. Thank you so much. Wow, man. So awesome. Oh man. Oh man, I got a bite, took my tails off, I threw again, got another bite. It was a real light one, threw up in that bush. I think I was in the mid-sentence of saying green sunfish up there, but I lifted up on it and I mean, it didn't feel like a green sunfish. The bite did, but the weight was not a green sunfish. Oh my gosh, dude, that is so awesome. Alright. Holy crap, man. That's awesome. There you go, right there. John's Custom Jigs in pumpkin purple with a big bite flash. Colored little trailer on there. Used 17-pound XT, 7-foot Johnny Morris Signature Series, medium heavy, Johnny Morris reel. Heck yeah. Dude, I love when I gotta get the scale out. I love it. I've been working so hard this spring to catch a big one. Oh man. Oh. Been working so hard, man. I lost that big one at the boat on a wacky rig like a month ago. That was like the only big one I had all spring, man. Just like some 3s. That one almost went 4 I caught on table rock, but oh my god, 413. I mean, you're talking, that's like one or two decent sized shad, and that's a 5-pounder. Yes. Man, I've been working so hard. I was so freaked out, man. When I set the hook, I knew immediately, holy freaking crap. It wasn't like anything else that I caught today. All right, man. Hell yeah. Boy, I buried that rod. I was so worried that fish was gonna come off. I stuffed that rod dang near to the reel into the water. It come up, but I rolled her on her side immediately. She come up again, rolled her again on her side. That don't always work, but what do you have to lose? A dang near 5-pound fish, I guess. Hit like a green sunfish. Just took a couple of light little bumps. Just, I mean, no water at all. Totally open bank. There wasn't even a bush there. Just completely open, laying right there. I've been waiting for that. God, I fished my butt off this spring. Finally, man. I think it's like the last day of May. Finally, man. All of March, all of April, all of May. I mean, every weekend, twice a weekend. I took a whole week. I fished like 9 days straight almost. It was like, I had one day off in the middle because the weather was just, quote, too bad. And to think there was a brief second when I got on the throttle from that last spot that I was seriously considering just going home. so I don't get home late. And I was like, man, I'm gonna hit that Main Lake Point's wind blown right there. Maybe there'll be one on it. Then I was gonna fire up the motor and go over there. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. Surely there'll be a couple shorts right here. Dude, that is so crazy, man. I'm so freaking jacked up right now. Holy crap. Finally got around a dang bush. This has been straight bluff wall. First bush. Had a fish in it. A little fish, but a fish. Which means the pattern still holds. Man, that daggum trailer shot. Dang it. The pattern still holds. Alright, not bad. Wow. That day ended up being pretty totally amazing. I cannot believe that I was able to get on him that good on a jig. I've just never done any good on a jig, probably just because I give up so quick. But yeah, today, I mean, the star of the show, I mean, goes without saying. A half-ounce jig. That's a John's custom jig. I buy them at Modern Tackle in Nixa, Missouri. They're $6 a piece. It's $6 well spent. It's got a kind of a shaped head like that. This one, I believe, is called a structure jig. This is like my 4th or 5th trip on that jig. The hook is very, very strong. I haven't had any issues with it bending out on fish, but I can bend it enough. It's light wire enough where when the hook gets hung with 17 pound, I'm able to get it to bend out just enough to come free, and then that head just seems to just not want to get hung. I mean, I can count on both hands the amount of times that sucker's been hung, and I've been in rock all day long. So I'm super happy with these jigs. Also, it's got the living rubber skirt, which looks so cool. It pulsates in the water. It's really cool. And what was the other thing I was going to say about it? Oh yeah, the skirts. I don't know if you can see this or not, but they're wired on. And I like that in my spinnerbaits too. I like the skirt to get wired on. It's not moving around and I'm having to readjust it all the time. But yeah, I mean, there's pretty much all there is to say about that. I mean, the big baits, or big bite bait, I think that's probably like 4-inch. It's in Vegas Flash. I think it was the Rojas edition, probably Dean Rojas's little creature, whatever. But like I said earlier, I went to Modern Tackle in Nixa, and I said, man, I don't know nothing about jigs. I own a couple. I've been doing crocodigator for a little while. They didn't seem to get hung too bad, but I said, I don't know anything. I mean, like, what do you think? So he picked that out. He picked out that trailer, paired them together for me, and said that will get bit. So shout out to Modern Tackle, and I don't know the owner's name, but super nice guy. And I mean, he is straight up the reason I got bit today. I'm pretty sure they're about in love with that color. So, but anyways, I had a great time. I don't know how many I caught. Definitely plenty. That nearly 5-pound largemouth, that really was the icing on the cake. I've been fishing my butt off trying to get a big one, and I had an opportunity about a month ago and couldn't get it in the net. I just screwed it up. So that usually kind of goes that way when you catch a big one. But man, holy jig bite. Absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to get back up here, and hopefully the pattern holds a little while longer. And I'd like to maybe get somebody up here with me too to partake in the holy jig bite situation. But at any rate, I appreciate you watching. God, it feels good when we put out some content and we see the views, and we get some good feedback and comments on stuff, and it's just awesome, man, because a lot of work actually goes into this. So, but we really enjoy it. It's just fun. It's way better than a photo album, being able to go back and relive the day. It's totally awesome. But if you like this kind of content, as always, consider subscribing. If you like it, hit the like button, and which I have a hard time doing, but I'm since I started the channel, I'm much more aware of that. So I hit it when I like something. I hit that like button because I know how that makes somebody feel. So. And then, of course, comment. If you have any questions about the tackle we're using or the lake we're fishing on, go ahead and comment, man. It's awesome. We love it. But until next time, if I see you on the water, I hope you're catching them. And, also, if you ever run into me or see me at the ramp or on the water or something, I've been stopped a few times here recently. Just feel free to just wheel right on over to me. I got a big, ugly green Ranger, 18-foot Ranger, and yeah, so I stick out like a sore thumb. If you see me on Pomme de Terre, Table Rock, Lake of the Ozarks, Stockton Lake, feel free to wheel right up on me and chit-chat. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I've been stopped a couple times, pretty cool. But anyways, I'm gonna pack up and hit the road. Like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Right at the top of the mountain. That's one you're looking for. Oh, there, hell yeah. Get around a real life shad spawn. That's a good one. Please stay on. Gone. Nope. Sure, Isaac will love to put that one in the video. Really make me look like a straight up dumb dumb.